Prophet ﷺ himself got injured, his teeth got broken, and whatnot. While waiting for the mushrikeen to come, they actually did a little bit of trade, got a lot of profit in that trade in those days, waited for them. When they did not come, they said, we fulfill our promise that we'll meet you in Badr. You haven't come. Even the actions that are generated as the result of that irada, that niyat, that intention that we make, that those actions are also created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's what tawfiq is. That's what tawfiq is. Right? Tawfiq, the success. وَمَا تَوْفِيقِ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ. My success is only with Allah. And the success to transform that intention, that irada into actions, it is tawfiq min Allah. It is tawfiq from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the actions are even generated by Allah ta'ala. What we do is make an irada and then, just make some movements. Try to make some movements. And those movements will be transformed into actions by Allah ta'ala. Man arada al-akhirata wa sa'alaha sa'yaha wa huwa mu'minun wa ulaika kana sa'yuhum mashkura. Whoever makes an irada, makes an intention to do good, and then makes an effort. That's all Allah Ta'ala wants. Makes an effort. وَسَعَالَهَا سَعْيَهَا. With iman, with tawakkul, in trust in Allah, Allah Ta'ala says his efforts will definitely be appreciated. Lekin mere bhaiyo, my friends, please, we have to have that tawakkul. We have to make dua to Allah Ta'ala. After that, we make an intention to do any good. Make an effort, make dua, trust in Allah, and then leave it to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Then see what happens. Allah Ta'ala said to Banu Israel, وَآتَيْنَا مُوسَى الْكِتَابَ وَجَعَلْنَاهُ هُدًى لِبَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ أَلَّا تَتَّخِذُوا مِن دُونِي وَكِيلًا. Allah Ta'ala says we gave Musa alayhi salam the book and made it guidance for the children of Israel, Banu Israel. And we told them that do not take anyone other than me as the guardian. أَلَّا تَتَّخِذُوا مِن دُونِي وَكِيلًا. You don't trust anybody except me. Right? Don't trust anybody except me. I make an effort, as I said, I repeatedly said, I make an effort, but I trust in Allah that effort will be transformed into success. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants, Quran. وَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ وَكِيلًا. Place your trust in Allah and Allah is enough as a guardian. Right? Over and over and over again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that. After Uhud, where Muslims had, basically they were defeated in the battle and were afflicted with a lot of injuries and hardships in that battle. Go and read the seerah. Abu Sufyan, who later after Fatah of Makkah became a Sahabi, he became a Muslim radiallahu anhu. But at that time he was the leader of the kuffar. He was the general of the kuffar. So after the defeat of the Muslims, he said, again long story short, but he said, we'll meet next year in Badr. We'll have another fight next year in Badr. And Prophet ﷺ agreed and said, okay, next year we will meet in Badr. So fast forward when the next year came, and Muslims were really defeated, right? We need to understand that. But Prophet ﷺ said, we promised with the kuffar, the mushrikeen of Makkah, that we'll meet next year in Badr. So let's go. And Sahaba, they got up. Abu Sufyan, he gathered a lot of people and he sent a news to Medina Munawwara that, we are coming with a great force, greater than what it was in Uhud. الَّذِينَ قَالَ لَهُمُ النَّاسِ إِنَّ النَّاسَ قَدْ جَمَعُوا لَكُمْ فَاخْشَوْهُمْ. Those to whom people said that people have gathered against you, so fear them. They're coming with a big force. Now look at the iman. These people who were defeated last year, right, with such a heavy defeat, so many Sahaba got martyred. Prophet ﷺ himself got injured, his teeth got broken. and whatnot. And now they are coming with a bigger force, and the news reached to them that there are many tribes who have gathered to attack you with a bigger force. And what is the response of these people of Iman? فَزَادَهُمْ إِيمَانًا. First thing first, Allah Ta'ala says that it increased them in their Iman. Alright, come. Why? Because Allah Ta'ala is our Wakeel. Allah Ta'ala is our guardian. We're doing it for the sake of Allah. And the response that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala has mentioned in the Quran, وَقَالُوا حَسْبُنَ اللَّهُ وَنِعْمَ الْوَكِيلُ. That Allah is enough for us, Allah is sufficient for us, and He is the best on whom we can put our trust. He is the best of the guardians. He is the best of those on whom we can put our trust. This is Imani response, my friends. So difficult situation, such a difficult situation, and look at the response. And it is not that they have a very good experience last year. Still, they said that the Prophet is saying, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, let's go. So we'll go and we'll put our trust in Allah. Let's see what Allah decides. Either we don't put our trust in Allah, or say, for example, we do something and we fail in that thing, possibly, most likely, we will not even want to try that again. Isn't it? Oh, it doesn't work. If that thing is right, if principally we were correct, if there was nothing wrong in that, right? It could be that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala did not decide for us at that time to have success because of whatever reason, because of whatever wisdom that Allah Ta'ala wanted. But if principally, as I said, it was correct, there was nothing wrong in that, it was just that it did not work out, we should try it again and put our trust in Allah. Let's see what Allah has decided. If that is something that's worth it, of course. Kitara mere bhai, where is our faith? Where is the Iman? Where is the trust? Where is the belief in Al-Wakeel? He is Al-Wakeel. He is the guardian. He is the one on whom we put our trust in. And Quran is filled with that. And what happened? What happened? Sira, kya hua? When they went to Badr, do you know what happened? They heard that Muslims are coming, so Allah Ta'ala put awe of Muslims in their hearts. Although they were smaller in numbers than them, Allah Ta'ala put awe in their hearts, and they actually returned back from their way. They did not even come to Badr. And Muslims went there in Badr, and in Badr there used to be a market. They stayed there for a few days. And they, while waiting for the mushrikeen to come, they actually did a little bit of trade, got a lot of profit in that trade in those days, waited for them. When they did not come, they said, we fulfill our promise that we'll meet you in Badr. You haven't come, so they came back. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala says, فَانْقَلَبُوا بِنِعْمَةٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ وَفَضْلٍ لَمْ يَمْسَسْهُمْ سُوءٌ. They returned with the bounties from Allah and grace, and no harm even touched them. Kuch bhi nahi hua unko. Why? Because they said, Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakeel. Allah is enough for us, and He's the best on whom we can put our trust. He's the best guardian. Why should we be worried? Let's see what Allah has decided. Let's go. Allah Ta'ala says, they were not touched with any harm. Rather, وَاتَّبَعُوا رِضْوَانَ اللَّهِ. They were submitted to the pleasure of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Wallahu dhu fadlin azim. Allah is the Lord of great bounties. So this is the personality that we need to develop as Muslims. Please.